Number 26, a 3-inch by 5-inch picture was proportionately enlarged as shown. What is the length of the unmeasured side? Okay, so as we say, so it's proportionately, right? So we know we're going to set up a proportion. Enlarged means that it's getting bigger. What is the length of the unmeasured side? All right, so this one's easy peasy. We have short side, long side, short side, long side. Number 27, Jackson's traveling from Dallas to Austin to visit his best friend. The distance on the map between the two cities is 1/2 inches. The scale for the map is 1/4 inch equals 35 miles. If Jackson has traveled 80 miles, how many miles does he still need to travel? Okay, so this is a bit of a multi-step problem, right? So first of all, we have this scale, right? So we know, okay, there we go. We know our scale is 1/4 inch equals 35 miles. So if we're given a scale, we know we have to set up a proportion. Man, my computer is being funny. Okay, so 1/4 inch equals 35 miles. So 1/4 inch equals 35 miles. And it says that the distance on the map between the two cities is 1.5 inches. So inches is on top, so 1.5 inches. So we need to know the actual distance that it is from Dallas to Austin. Okay, that's our first step. And I'm pretty sure you guys would all know to do that. Also, there's a fraction. You don't have to keep it in a fraction. We know that if there's a 4 on the bottom, we're thinking about quarters. So 1/4 is how many cents? 25 cents. So we have 0.25 here, right? So you can change that to 0.25 either way. So now once we find that, we go back and look at the question. It says if he has traveled 80 miles, how many miles does he still have to travel? So you want to know how many he still has left, okay? So then you'll know how much he needs, how far he's going to need to go, and then he's gone this many, so we need to find the difference to see how much he has left, okay? So make sure you're always going back to look at what the question is asking for, because we wouldn't want to just do this fabulous proportion and find out how far it is and forget to take away how many miles he's already gone. Okay. Number 29, Joanna is making cookies. The recipe calls for 1 2/3 cups of sugar to make 24 cookies. If she wants to make 60 cookies, how many cups of sugar will she need? Okay, so one thing that's important to remember, if we have a third or 2/3, we have to keep it in a fraction form because that's a repeating decimal. All right, and so here we are, we're making a comparison. So for me, in my mind, a comparison means I'm going to set up a proportion. So we have 1 2/3 cups to make 24 cookies. And we want to make 60 cookies. So cookies is on the bottom, so I'm going to keep cookies on the bottom. And we want to know how many cups of sugar she'll need. So cups of sugar is on top. All right, so you guys are proportion pros. So we multiply the diagonal without our variable. So 1 2/3 times 60. Okay, remember if you have a mixed number, we're going to use Texas to change it to an improper fraction. So 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5 over 3 times 60 over 1. Okay, we multiply across 5 times 60 and 3 times 1. And then you'll be able to always divide by the number with your variable. So once you find this answer, you'll divide by 24. All right, now number 30. Bristol's home builders use a work triangle configuration in each of their 4 kitchen layouts. The work triangle is the standard configuration used to design efficient kitchens. 3 points of the triangle are represented by the refrigerator, the range, and the sink. The diagram shows the top-selling kitchen layout. Which of the following kitchen diagrams shows a work triangle configuration that is similar to the top-selling one? Okay, so similar shapes, again, another reminder. They have congruent angles. And proportional sides. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're looking. So right now there's not any sides on there, but I see angles, so we're going to be using congruent angles. So we want to find a triangle that's similar, meaning it has congruent angles to the 3 angles here above. And something that may help you, in case you forgot, is that a triangle equals 180 degrees. So that may help you find this missing angle right here. Okay. Alrighty. Now make sure that you're filling in all of your answers on the answer document, and where it's appropriate, fill in the grid. So pay attention to your grid and make sure that you are bubbling in the appropriate numbers, okay? All right, make sure to ask questions. Come in for tutorials this week if you need any more help getting ready for the Common Assessment on Thursday. I know you guys are all going to do amazing. Just make sure you get any extra help you need before that day. All right, good luck, guys. Have a good day.